Twitch, YouTube, what's going on? It's your man TWCJ. We got Hollow right here. We is doing Hollow's second mock draft video. You feel me? So the people that's here live on Twitch, what's going on, gang? For the people that's gonna be watching this on YouTube, y'all know where we at, man. Y'all know we in them slums, getting stuff done, man. Let's get it. Give us a little minute, you feel me? Give us a little minute. Um, Come over here, brother. Already stream this, already stream, already stream. Already got
What up? You what up? What up? We back. Chat. What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Tell to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
drive that they pick this video? Since you already did your picks.
Yeah. What?
It's auto picking. Then you go just talk about it. What it is. You feel me? Then I really should have did 2 rounds, so you could go off they picks for the second one. Alright. Yeah. Got the floor. You can pick what they pick.
Look at this. Look at number 3.
Go ahead. What I tell you, they can build personality out this YouTube and stream. Gang.
What's going on, family? What's going on? It's your man Hollow. We are in the building. Hollow's Den to be exact, man. And we doing a mock draft today. We did an auto one today. You know, I did one before. You know, so this is my second mock draft. But let's get to it, man.
Talk about these
Picks. Let's talk about these picks.
YouTube, before we get started, do us a favor, hit that like, share, subscribe, and comment. You feel me? Comment. Twitch been going crazy. Twitch community been going crazy. You feel me? Our Twitch community been building. They've been rocking with us. They've been commenting. They've been coming in, viewing, watching. YouTube, they showing out. Come on, bro. You know, let's get it, YouTube.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. But let's talk about these picks. For pick number 1, the Tennessee Titans are taking Cameron Ward from University of Miami, man. He had a long journey, man. Went from different colleges, man. But got better as the years went by in his college career. Went to Miami, man, and just balled out as a QB1. And good pocket passer, strong arm. Um, he's very elusive. Evade the pocket. So I really like this pick. It's a safe pick for Tennessee Titans. I don't see them getting no older quarterback or whatever the case may be. They still got Will Levis. Get Cameron Ward, and you still can probably build some trade value for Will Levis or whatever. But Cameron Ward is the guy going to Tennessee Titans at number 1. Number 2, got the Cleveland Browns are on the clock, and they selected Shedeur Sanders from Colorado University, man, the Buffaloes. You know, 2 quarterbacks back to back. Black quarterbacks to be exact, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Shedeur Sanders, man, hell of a, turnaround, man. Just college career from Jackson State to Colorado, man. Both, huh? Yeah, he turned both the colleges up, and just been himself, man. Remain poised, remain humble. A lot of people say arrogant. I don't think he's arrogant. I just think he's confident in himself, and that's what a lot of people should be confident in themselves. So, Shedeur Sanders going to the Cleveland Browns at pick number 2.
We'll be going to the games.
We'll be attending them Browns games next season. So tune in, subscribe. Pick number 3, the New York Giants. I don't know if autocorrect was drunk or not, but autocorrect had to be drunk. We're going to talk about this. Kyle McCord going to New York Giants at number 3. I could have seen if there was Jackson Dart, then I probably would have had a good thing to talk about, a good debate. But hey, we know this is foul. This is foul. No offense to Kyle McCord. Played at The Ohio State University last season. I watched him play and everything. Not a big fan of his game. Wasn't, not first round material. But let's get to the number 4th overall pick. This is an actual right pick. The New England Patriots are going with offensive tackle Will Campbell from LSU, Louisiana State University, man. So Will Campbell, the Patriots, man, they getting offensive line help Man, they did go crazy in free agency. They get some cornerbacks, some defensive tackles. They got Milton Williams, Carlton Davis. They got some other pieces as well. So Patriots, they trying to load up. So they gonna get an offensive line with this fourth overall pick, and then I see them going for a skill set player, wide receiver, running backs. Go from there and help toolize the offense for Drake May. So Patriots got Will Cameron at 4. Let's get to pick number 5. Pick number 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going with Mason Graham from the University of Michigan, a defensive line. The Jags defensive line, they need, they need some pieces, man. They need some pieces on the defensive line, and auto pick has them taking Mason Graham from the University of Michigan. He had over 5-7 sacks over the last couple of years, but he did good for Michigan. Get disruptive on that defensive line, but Jaguars, they just need some players on that defensive line, to get after the quarterback, man. Josh Allen, for the Jaguars, they needs help, and they need some defensive line help. Defensive line, defensive tackle. Oh yeah, no, I'm right. Josh Allen, yeah, Josh Allen. Look him up. Josh Allen, defensive end, linebacker. Yeah, I know. I bet you was. Yeah, real fans know who the other Josh Allen is. At the right Jaguar fans. But yeah, let's get to pick number 6. The Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock, and they are taking Territory McMillan, who had his pro day and ran a 4.48. That was solid. That was solid. They said if he ran a 4.4, he could be a top 10 pick. So he got to run that 4.48.
Y'all running 3.5 in my head.
Look, I mean, don't disrespect me, man. McMillan, man. The Raiders, they're getting wide receiver help, a big time wide receiver player. Man, they got Brock Byers. Now get a big wide receiver with him. You got Geno Smith. I did not want them taking Genty. They've been a lot of mock drafts been having Raiders take Genty. I'm like, nah. I went too big on that. I went too, So I was like, nah. They could get wide receiver. They get a quarterback, and they already took care of the quarterback situation recently with Geno Smith. Now they get wide receiver and build the rest of the team, because that's what they gonna do. So that's what this draft is for. So pick number 6, the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders are taking Territory McMillan from the University of Arizona. Number 7, we got the New York Jets are on the clock, and they are taking Kelvin Banks from the University of Texas. The Jets get some offensive line help. My boy, I'm slow down. But yeah, my boy Kelvin Banks is going to the New York Jets to help out Justin Fields in that offensive line with the New York Jets. Man, the Jets, I have them taking. I have them taking Kelvin Banks from the University of Texas, and he will be helping that Jets offensive line next season, and Justin Fields as he begins his new chapter in New York. So the Jets, they get Kelvin Banks, which is a good pick for Jets and the organization. Next, we got the 8th overall pick, and this a drop. Abdul Carter is going to the Carolina Panthers as he dropped all the way to 8. It's crazy. But hey, the Panthers get a star. They get a star and they get an edge. A need. They got the edge. They get Abdul Carter, one of the safest picks in the draft. So now they get him, and they go on the Abdul Carter route. So yeah, I like this pick for the Panthers. It'll be crazy if they get him, but hey, they get a need and they get Abdul Carter as the 8th pick in the NFL draft. Number 9th pick. Nah.
Go ahead, man.
Nah. Number 9, we got Tyler Warren. Back-to-back Penn State picks, man.
Who drafted number 9?
New Orleans Saints.
Okay. You ain't say it.
Saints are going Tyler Warren, tight end. They going that route. They need another playmaker in the offense, and that's where they're going. Tatum. Oh God damn it. Tatum is getting older. man, for the New Orleans Saints. So now they get a younger tight end and Tyler Warren, man, who had a productive year, can do everything, block, run, catch, man. He's all in on the offense, man. Whatever he wants to do, he can do it. But Tyler Warren is another safe pick in this draft, and he's the best tight end in this class as well. So now he goes to his new home in New Orleans to help out the New Orleans Saints offense with, Olave, Kamara, and whoever else is there. Their car is there, so they get some pieces. They get another help on the offensive side, offensive playmaker Tyler Warren. Number 10, we got an auto pick. All these picks are auto picks. And number 10, the Chicago Bears are taking Travis Hunter, falling to the Chicago Bears at pick number 10.
That is
And
insane.
it's very insane.
Well, talk about it though.
Well, let's talk about it, man. The Bears, uh, they've been doing the damn thing in free agency, getting pieces, offensive line, defensive line. Now they going on the defensive and secondary. They tighten up the secondary. They got Kyle Gordon. They got Jaden Johnson still there. Travis Hunter. I think he plays slot. Man, this would be good. This would be good for Nickelback. If he plays a Nickelback for the Bears, I think this would be a good fit for them because they got Jaden Johnson, they got Gordon as well back there, and I like this. I like this pick. If it does happen, I really do like this pick. 'Cause I think it'll be a guaranteed safe pick for Will. It's a safe spot, and he can get to play in the right position and dominate and be a hell of a star in his Bears defense. So Travis Hunter going to Chicago Bears at pick number 10. I really like that. I really like that. Number 11, we got the San Francisco 49ers on the clock. And they take Armand Meeboom, offensive tackle from Missouri. Um, Niners have lost, a couple. They lost a offensive tackle or two in free agency. So now, and they're getting older on the offensive line. Trent Williams getting up there. They lost a couple offensive linemen. So now, get younger, protect Brock Purdy, and that's what they need to do. And so down they're gonna go offensive line help. It's a lot of pieces. Other pieces they can go after. They're gonna go after wide receiver later, and other pieces on the defense as well. Cause it's been a shaky off season for the Niners, but they're gonna go offensive line help in the trenches to keep Brock Purdy healthy, and he's gonna be getting new contract soon for the San Francisco 49ers. So Niners offensive line help Armand Minbu from Missouri going to the San Francisco 49ers. Number 12, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock and they're taking Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. Man, this man had a hell of a college season last season for the Boise State. Man, he ran all over the field or ran all the way to the college football playoffs. And Ashton Jeanty, the Dallas Cowboys need a running back. They need another star in the offense. They need some young legs. Yo, what's going on, Brody? But hey, and the Cowboys, they get Genty paired with Dak Prescott, CD Lamb. We'll see what else they do in that offense for the Cowboys. My boy Rico Dow left, so they got Miles Sanders as backup. But if they get Genty, this would be nice for the Cowboys offense, and we'll see what Mike McCarthy does this season. I utilize that offense with Dak, CD, and Ashton Jeanty. So Ashton Jeanty going to Dallas is a nice pick as well. Number 13 got the Miami Dolphins on the clock, and they are taking Malachi Starks. Man, this is a need. The Giants have picked up Javon Holland and Frazee from the Dolphins, left Miami, went to the Giants. So now they need a safety need, and Malachi Starks is the best safety in the draft. They go with the best available, best need. They go with the best need to get him. So Malachi Starks going to Georgia. Leaving Georgia, going to Miami for the Miami Dolphins to help the Dolphins in their secondary um, need. So, like I said, the Dolphins are taking Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. Mm. Let's get to pick 14. The Indianapolis Colts are on the clock, and they are taking Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan. The I like this. You know, the Colts they need another cornerback help. Kenny Moore needs some help. Kenny Moore does need some help, so he's still there. I like their safety. He had a solid season last year, but they do need some secondary help. And why not go with Will Johnson, the best corner in the draft? He's available, and I've been hearing he's only going to fall. He's only falling in the draft because he hasn't ran yet. So whenever he does run, hopefully it's a good run. We will be a top 10, top 15 pick for sure. So Will Johnson going to the Colts, helping the Colts out in the secondary. The Colts need they got some changes. They got some pieces they need to do on the offense and defense. So Colts they get corner Will Johnson out of Michigan going to Indianapolis. Number 15, we got the Atlanta Falcons on the clock, and the Falcons take James Pierce Jr. edge from Tennessee. Man, this is a good pick. Matthew Judon is still there, but they need another edge, man, for the Falcons defense who has not caused a lot of pressure, man. Grady Jarrett left in free agency to the Bears, so get younger, get some pieces, and they get another piece. They get an edge from Tennessee. James Pierce Jr. Man, he's got a lot of talent, and I like him falling. I like him at 15 to the Falcons, where he can go and be that edge player for the Falcons. And they need some playmakers. They need some playmakers. These players get after the quarterback, and that's what James Pierce Jr. does. Number 16, we got another edge, and the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, and they are taking Mike Green from Marshall. Shout out to the MAC, man. Shout out to the MAC conference, man. MAC conference players coming out the MAC conference, man. Mike Green, man, is a top defensive end, top edge in this draft class. Man, he balled out, man, this year, and I just love. Shout out to NFL. Shout out to all the NFL scouts, man, who really look at all the talent, not just size. The big school like the MAC. Shout out to looking at the MAC schools and all the other other low end schools, but the MAC conference does has talent, and y'all will be seeing that this year in this draft. But Mike Green, edge. The Cardinals need an edge. They need an edge on for the defensive line. Um, so the Cardinals they get Mike Green, one of the best edges in this draft class, going to Arizona, man, having a fresh start there and taking over on defensive end for the Arizona Cardinals. So Mike Green going to the Cardinals. Number 17, you got Nick Imanwari, safety out of South Carolina. The Bengals are going defense, not offense. They're going defense. So they're going with the safety, South Carolina. Second best safety, man. This he's raw talent, man. I watched the tape. 6'3". He got a good 40 as well. Very quick for his size. Um, the Bengals they need a disruptor in that secondary. They need somebody. They need a ball hawk, and Nick Imawari is the one of the best ball hawks in this draft. Um, so now the Bengals they get safety help, and they get Nick Imawari safety from South Carolina, SEC. Shout out to him. The Bengals they're trying to fill up the defensive holes in that defense. So now let's go to pick 18. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, and they are taking Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, man. Texas. Matthew Golden, who is looking like the true wide receiver one this draft after his combine. Everything Matthew Golden did was great. For real, he ran a good time, productive, good, reliable. Couple things, he really good at, and like just, he probably is, right, like he said, he is wide receiver one in this draft. So the Seahawks, they're gonna add another piece. They just got Darnold. I mean, they just got Darnold. They got Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now you got Matthew Golden. Put him in the slot. Wow, looking Seahawks trying to stay in the boat, man. Stay afloat, man. Seahawks trying to stay afloat. I like the moves the Seahawks did. They not tanking. They trying to make moves to be competitive, and I like that. So the Seahawks taking Matthew Golden, wide receiver out of Texas, at pick 18. Number 19, you got Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the clock, and Jalen Walker has fall all the way to the Buccaneers' edge out of Georgia. I can't believe it, but the Buccaneers are excited. They're rejoicing. They get another edge need. Um, Jalen Walker out of Georgia, man, one of the top nastiest players, man, defensive players in this draft. He's going to make his presence known, and the Buccaneers are definitely in need of edge help. They resigned. They signed Hassan Reddick. They got some other pieces there as well, but Jalen Walker is the need. He is the pick, safe pick as well. They're going to upgrade that defensive line with Jalen Walker on that defensive line. So Buccaneers going with Jalen Walker out of Georgia. Number 20, you got Kenneth Grant, defensive line from Michigan, going to the Denver Broncos. Man, the Broncos, man, who could have went offense in this with this pick. I would have went offense with this pick for some reason, but they go defensive line and they get help for Nick Benito in that defensive line for the Broncos. So I like this pick. Defensive line need. They go Kenneth Grant, defensive line of Michigan. Him and Mason Graham. Um, both had their last 2 years college football. They both dominated the last 2 years, winning the championship the year before, then coming back for the senior year and playing for Michigan and getting the job done. Just still playing with chip on his shoulder and just very relentless. I like his style of play. So Broncos, they get a defensive line need, and it's Kenneth Grant from the University of Michigan. Let's get to pick 21, and this is the right pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They go with Jackson Dart from Mississippi. Ole Miss QB. Don't get Aaron Rodgers. Go get Jackson Dart, man. Build with him. Build the organization with Jackson Dart. This is a safe pick. Watch Jackson Dart last season, man. He could throw the ball, man. He's a good passer, and he loves to throw the ball. He loves to convert third down. Was good at converting third downs last year as well. Gunslinger, man. He got a hell of an arm, and I think he could really make an impact for the Pittsburgh Steelers and going to the draft class wherever he goes. So I like Jackson Dart. I like his play. He's a safe pick. Definitely should be in the first round, not Kyle McCord. But yeah, Jackson Dart going to Pittsburgh Steelers as the new QB1. Number 22, the Los Angeles Chargers are on the clock, and they take Emeka Ibuka from the Ohio State University. I like this pick, man. Ibuka going to the Chargers. For the Chargers, they re-signed Mike Williams. They still got Lad McConkey. You add Emeka Ibuka there. I like that pick as well. You know, for the Chargers, this is good. This is a solid pick for them. They needed other wide receiver help. Like I said, they did resign Mike Williams. You know, that was just for safety, just in case Lad McConkey go down. But Emeka Ibuka is a safe pick, man. He's like 1A, 1. Him and I give him Matthew Go and 1A, 1B, and not it's not me being biased because I am a Ohio State fan, but Emeka Ibuka can block, he can block, catch, do whatever it is at the wide receiver position. He's poised, he's patient, and he's strong, and he can make an impact on most of these teams. He can on most of these teams in the NFL. So Emeka Ibuka going to Los Angeles Chargers. He can play that slot or be wide receiver two. Wide receiver two. Don't because I mean look, he played wide receiver two last year. Y'all see what he did? Still productive. Still productive, man. So Ibuka going to Los Angeles Chargers at pick number 22. Number 23 got the Green Bay Packers on the clock, and they are taking Shamar Stewart, edge from Texas A&M. Man, Shamar Stewart, who has good talent, good upside, fall a little bit in this draft, but fall to the Packers. The Packers, they need edge, so I like this pick. The Packers need to retool their defense, on the defensive line and the secondary as well. Some corners help they're going to be needing, but Shamar Stewart is a need as well that they get edge from Texas A&M, 6'5", monster, can go at it, and he only got a lot of upside to him. Only had 3 or 4 sacks in the college career last season, but he gotta show something, man. So he goes to Packers, gotta have chip on his shoulder, and I like Shamar Stewart just go in there get a fresh start, but still he can still bring something to the table, man. I still think he could be impactful. He's just gonna get it done. We gonna see how it goes. See how it goes. So Packers, Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. Number 24 got the Minnesota Vikings who are on the clock, and they take Maxwell Harrison, cornerback from Kentucky. The Vikings are all in. The Vikings are all in. Let me repeat. The Vikings are all in. They want to win. They had a hell of a free agency. I wanted them to resign Stephon Gilmore, but in my video I said they're gonna resign Harrison Smith. They resign him, so now they resign. I mean, they get Maxwell Harrison, a cornerback need. They resign Byron Murphy. They got Byron Murphy, so now you get Maxwell on the other side of playing along with Brian Murphy. This is a safe pick, man. Maxwell Harrison draft has risen over these last couple weeks, man. So I like this pick with the Minnesota Vikings. Nasty corner. Doesn't get much separation from his defenders. You know, stays right there with him. Glue guy. It's gonna be very tough. But I love this pick for the Vikings. And the Vikings, they go Maxwell Harrison, cornerback from Kentucky. Number 25, you got Michael Williams falling to the Houston Texas, man. Michael Williams was a top edge in this draft, and he really is. He still should go high in this draft. But Michael Williams falling to the Houston Rockets alongside Daniil Hunter. Man, on the other side, Daniil Hunter, this is a hell of a pick. Um, I know D'Amico Ryans is looking at his chops and just laughing, just like yes, just defense minded. He's defense minded. He's defensive ready. He's gonna have that defense ready. They still need a piece around that offense and get some offensive line help for C.J. Stroud. But if they want to go all in on that defense as well, let them go all in on the defense. I like this pick. I think the Houston Texans they're gonna do a lot. They're gonna do different this year. But I love their defense. I love what they're doing. I love how they're doing it this year. They're gonna focus on the defense first, then the offense. Defense win championship. They got a defensive head coach, so I understand where they're going, the route they're going. So Miko Ryan's making all the calls. Number 26, Jahdae Brown going to the Los Angeles Rams, cornerback from Texas. Rams, they get cornerback help, man. They needed it. Man, Rams, they had a lot. They had some points. They had points scored on them, man. They secondary was subpar this past season, so they get some world cornerback help, and they get Jahdae Barron, cornerback from Texans. I like this pick for the Rams. Like I said, they just need cornerback help. They need help on the secondary. Jordan Fuller is still there. So just keep the Rams secondary intact. Matthew Stafford and company, they got the offense ready. They're coming back for another season. They had a good run. Lost in the division round to the Eagles. It's gonna be interesting how the Rams be this year with Puka, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, and Matthew Stafford returning. So we'll see how the Rams go. But they need peace on the defense, and that's where they're going with this pick, number 26, Jahdae Brown from University of Texas to the Los Angeles Rams. Number 27, Jahad Campbell going to the Baltimore Ravens, man. This is a hell of a pick for the Ravens. Man, Campbell with Roquan Smith. Are you kidding me? A Georgia linebacker and an Alabama linebacker, too. Linebacker from SEC, Roquan Smith, who's been a dog, man, ever since he came to the Ravens. He's just been balling and making a name for himself, man. But the Ravens need help on that defense. Not everything is tooled up, so they get another linebacker help for the Ravens with Roquan Smith, and Jahad Campbell is a tackling machine, coverage scanner. He's gonna be there. He's ready. I like the Ravens. I love this pick for the Baltimore Ravens with Jahad Campbell, man. Just exploiting the defense, covering the linebackers, attacking the running backs, man. Just making his presence known in the secondary, man, for the defense. So Baltimore Ravens, they go Jahad Campbell from linebacker Alabama. The 28th pick, the Detroit Lions are on the clock, and they take Tyler Booker, inside offensive lineman, interior offensive lineman from Alabama. going to Detroit Lions. The Lions, Detroit Lions. Man, I wanted them to get edge. A lot of people wanted them to get edge. I still want them to get edge. They're gonna get edge later in the draft. But get offensive line help. Keep Jared Goff protected. They lost a couple. The Lions lost Kevin Zeitler, I think. And they lost one. They lost a offensive lineman for AC. So just get some offensive line. Go to the trenches. Keep the Jared Goff healthy. Keep him intact. For another season. Detroit had they had a sorry playoff exit in this first in division round. But hey, we'll see what they do next season and how it'll look. It'll look very different. Offensive coordinator left. A couple of coordinators from the Lions all went to Chicago with Ben Johnson. So we'll see if the Lions can retake the NFC North title because it will be tough. The Vikings already, the Chicago Bears are looking to make a run and be competitive this year. Like I said, Ben Johnson, he's got a plan, and they're looking to move to it. But the Detroit Lions are taking Tyler Booker offensive line from Alabama. Number 29, the Washington Commanders are on the clock, and they take Colston Loveland, tight end from Michigan. Now, I like this pick because they have Zach Ertz already, my guys there. Go with a two tight end set with the running backs they got and keep Jaden Daniels from not running the ball as much. So you still got Eckler, Brian Robinson Jr., and use a two tight end set to help with the blocking game. Colston Loveland, man, that's a good pick. Hell of a pass catcher. He looks like a wide receiver. Played at University of Michigan. Had a great year in the championship year last season. He still led the team in receiving. Had over 500 some yards receiving. 6 touchdowns for the Wolverines. So the Commanders, they get a playmaker, a pass catcher, a reliable piece in the offense, and it ends another need. Zach Ertz is older, so just in case he does get injured, got Colston Loveland you can rely on. But both of them playing the two tight end set, I like that as well to help out the run game and help Jane Daniels not use his legs as much this upcoming season. So Commanders go Colston Loveland, University of Michigan. Number 30, the Buffalo Bills are taking Darius Alexander from University of Toledo. Oh my God. Y'all know what's going on with them Rockets, man. They've been producing talent. Man, the Buffalo Bills, man, they get defensive line help. Man, they got Joey Bosa on the edge, but they need some defensive line help, so they go Darius Alexander. Get younger. They get this guy, man, from UT. I seen him play against UMass this past season. He had 2 sacks against them. Man, gritty guy, hard working. Man, he has a lot of upside and talent. Man, he can he's a day one pick, and his stock been rising, man. Stock been rising. Like I said, shout out to the MAC conference, man. Don't sleep on them players. And shout out to UT, shout out to BG, shout out to all the teams in the MAC conference. With the players going high in this year's draft. But Darius Alexander, they need defensive line help. The Buffalo Bills need defensive line help, and Darius Alexander making his name known on this line and will be taking his talents to the Buffalo Bills this upcoming season. So pick 30, the Bills take Darius Alexander from University of Toledo. Number 31, you got Gray Zabel, offensive line from North Dakota State. I've been hearing a lot about Zabel. He is a first round pick for sure. A lot of scouts like him, like his play. He can play anywhere on the line. And Zabel or the Chiefs, they need anybody. They need any offensive lineman that can help them. We seen what happened in the Super Bowl. So go ahead and get that need, give them offensive line help. They don't want to have that collapse like they did in the Super Bowl. So Zabel, who plays multiple positions on the offensive line from the North Dakota State, did good against a couple competition, but now he gets to go to Kansas City Chiefs and help his talents to protect Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs look to go back, to playoffs and make another Super Bowl run. But let's talk about the last pick. My Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock, and they are taking Landon Jackson from Arkansas edge, which I'm not surprised of the Eagles going into the trenches, picking up either offensive line, defensive lineman. They go edge. Well, I like this pick because, well, why do we need edge? Josh Sweat, he left. Free agency. Milton Williams left. We still got young guns on our roster, but let's get that need on edge. We don't have a real edge. We still got Jalen Hunt there. He's still there, but we're gonna draft younger. We're gonna have it ready. And the Eagles, man, even they might say we might not be looking good this season, but we got younger and we got some young seasonal players. Remember the Chiefs when they won Super Bowl? When they beat the Eagles the first time, they had a lot of seasonal players that was young on that team. They still got some seasonal players like dude from Purdue, and Nick Bolton. A lot of players, from on that Chiefs roster that's still young. So yeah, George Karlaftis. I meant George Karlaftis, Nick Bolton, McDuffie, a couple other players that was young. Watson. So like the Eagles, they got a lot of players that's young. They've been to a Super Bowl. Now they're seasoned. They know what it takes. They know what to do. They've seen a lot. So the Eagles just getting younger and going for needs as well. And Landon Jackson is a need that we need for edge to fill the Josh Sweat spot, man. Josh Sweat role. Got other couple pieces. We just signed Josh Oosh. We signed him. We signed Aziz Olajuwon. Now we get Landon Jackson. Just some help and some depth for real. So the Eagles take Landon Jackson edge from Arkansas. But that's the first round. Let's go over our picks again. Number one, Cam Ward ran from the Tennessee Titans. Number two, Shedeur Sanders to the Cleveland Browns. Kyle McCord, that is a mistake to the New York Giants. We're just going to skip that. Will Campbell, offensive tackle to the Patriots, man. Mason Graham out of Michigan defensive line to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Territory McMillan, wide receiver at Arizona to the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 7, the New York Jets taking Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle from Texas. And 8, you got the Panthers taking Abdul Carr from Penn State. Number 9, the Saints, they take Tyler Warren, tight end from Penn State. Number 10, you got Travis Hunter falling to Chicago Bears. Crazy. I don't know what's crazier. Abdul Carr falling to 8 or Travis Hunter falling to 10. But number 11, you got Armand Mendu, offensive tackle from Missouri, going to the San Francisco 49ers. Number 12, you got Ashton Jeanty, running back from Boise State, going to the Dallas Cowboys. Number 13, you got Malachi Starks, ran to Miami, safety out of Georgia. 14, you got the Indianapolis Colts taking Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan. Number 15, you got James Pierce Jr. going to the Atlanta Falcons, edge. You got the Arizona Cardinals next on the clock with 16. They're going to take Mike Green from Marshall, edge. Bengals, number 17. They take safety Nick Emmanwori, safety from South Carolina. The Seattle Seahawks are 18th on this clock on the board, and they take Matthew Golden from Texas. Jalen Walker going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 19. Edge from Georgia, number 20. You got the Denver Broncos with Kenneth Grant, defensive line, Michigan. 21, you got Jackson Dart, QB, Ole Miss. So Pittsburgh should get the QB1 and Jackson Dart. 22, you got Emeka Ibuka, wide receiver from the Ohio State University. Number 23, Shamar Stewart, edge, Texas A&M, goes to the Green Bay Packers. 24, the Minnesota Vikings take cornerback Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky. 25, the Houston Texans take Georgia edge star Michael Williams out of Georgia, going to Houston, Texas. Number 26, Jade Brown, cornerback from Texas. And 27, the Baltimore Ravens take linebacker Jahad Campbell from Alabama. 28, the Detroit Lions, they take Alabama offensive tackle Tyler Booker. 29, the Washington Commanders take tight end Colston Loveland from Michigan. And number 30, Darius Alexander from University of Toledo on the board. 31, the Kansas City Chiefs take Gray Zabel, offensive line, North Dakota State. And 32, the Eagles, last pick of the first round, take Landon Jackson, edge from Arkansas. I need to do some homework on him. But tune in, like, subscribe. This is our mock 2. We're going to do another mock draft soon, real soon. Tune in, like, subscribe. Let us know your comments. I did not. This is an auto pick for pick number 3. There's no way in hell I would have did this, y'all. So let's get that right. If y'all do see this, this was an auto pick. So yes, but most of this draft does look good, man. Does look good. Besides pick number 3, everything else is either B plus or A plus, B plus A minus. So besides Landon Jackson, everybody else I really know of. So yeah, tune in, like, subscribe, man. We got more mock draft videos on the way. It's your man Hollow. We here in the Hollow's den, in the slums, getting it done, man. Shout out to man TWC for getting this shit together. We drafting, we on the way. Tune in, like, subscribe. Thank you.